What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel and welcome back for more Satisfactory. We are on day 17 of FICSMAS. We're almost done. 25 days and all that. Let's go ahead and do that right now. I kind of got distracted in the last few days in terms of when I opened up the calendar. So let's go ahead and take care of it right at the top. Then we'll get started with the thermal propulsion rockets and all that. Oh yeah, I should probably do this too. We'll do that after this. Here we go.
Humans tend to catch colds during the winter. It would seem that this does not apply to you, but considering your tendencies, FICSIT has seen fit to provide a medicinal inhaler just in case.
Weird, it keeps selecting enter number whenever I press down. Okay, there we go. Now it's open. And where's 18? It's up here. Right up here. So, okie dokie. Let's get this done.
Milestone reached. Project part number 9, nuclear pasta, can be created in the particle accelerator. The accelerator has vast and fluctuating power demands, depending on the recipe, so will need careful integration with your factory. FICSIT does not waste, so nuclear waste can be refined by the particle accelerator into plutonium for reuse in the nuclear power plant. Fun fact: FICSIT psychologists suggest factory designs reflect the minds of their creators in unexpected ways. On an unrelated note, your infrastructural choices have been interesting.
You know what? I'll take that as a compliment. Okay, so that's all done with Tier 8. So once we complete Phase 4, we'll get into Phase 4 for Tier 9. So that's gonna be fun. Or whenever we do all the stuff we need to do. Okay, let's see. So we have a particle accelerator, which we can build. It's kind of big, isn't it? Well, let's take a look at it and see what we got going on. Very interesting. Okay. So we can do plutonium pellets or nuclear pasta. Nuclear pasta requires us to make other things, and plutonium pellets requires non-fissile uranium, which is created in a blender with nuclear waste, silica, some liquid, and sulfuric acid, and of course uranium waste. Interesting. Nuclear pasta requires copper powder, which is ground up copper ingots, which is done in a constructor, and it requires a pressure conversion cube, which requires the fused modular frames. And are those the radio control units? Okay, so we're going to need to get more fused modular frame production up and running, I believe. So let's get rid of that. Okay, all the while we're still working on the FICSMAS Wonder Stars. We're at 205 out of 500 right now. So that's not too bad. But I'm more interested in the thermal propulsion rockets right now, which we're going to need to set up some stuff for that. Modular engines, we've got plenty of. Turbo motors, we're slowly but surely producing. Cooling systems, we've got going. We've got some of these. It's going to require 2 turbo motors. So we're going to need 500 total. We're about halfway there, so it's not too bad. Fused modular frames, we're going to need 500 of those, which we don't really have set up very well right now. So let's just put this down, I don't know, right here. Okay. There we go. Let's get rid of those for now. 1 per minute, 250 minutes, that's not that bad. Here, you can even take some of these random things that I've got in my inventory. Okay. So, turbo motors, easy. It's just right here. There we go. Super-de-duper. Cooling systems, we can pull off of this line right here. This is the line that's currently doing them. We're not pulling a whole lot of them right now. I don't even know how many we're producing at the moment. Not a whole lot, to be honest. So it's going to be a little bit slow going. How many do you require? Only 3 per minute. So it's not going to be a great usage, but we could maybe fix this down the line, so to speak. So let's just get this going. Just like that. Okay, fused modular frames. Fused modular frames, where are we pulling those into in our factory? Great question. Where are we using those? Oh yeah, I changed up how this thing works over here. So this shouldn't be getting plastic anymore. I don't even need this here anymore. I've got the plastic rerouting in this system further up the chain right here at this smart splitter, and that's going up into this inventory over here where our drones are dropping off, and then that's just getting fed right back into the system via this belt. So a little bit smoother as far as how that's implemented now. Right, anyway, was this the line that had the fused modular frames? No, this is electromagnetic control rods. Man, where did I have fused modular frames coming through? Were they feeding into these manufacturers over here? I swear I was pulling them into something. It's not here. It's not here. It's not going up. Was it going upstairs? Maybe it's going upstairs. Hang on. Hang on. Nope, you're doing adaptive control units and supercomputer. Am I? I have to be pulling those into something. What the heck am I pulling those into? Let's just go check. Maybe I wasn't pulling them into something. It's crystal oscillators over there. That's the cooling units. Maybe I wasn't pulling the fused modular frames out yet. Yeah, I guess I'm not. Okay, so we've got a couple of those. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring those over. It's gonna be just fine. Right, so yeah, let's do the same thing we did before. Alright, splitter. Just go with that. Oh, how's everybody doing today? By the way, I hope you're all doing splendiferously. Sure. could do is throw some of these on here. And just follow along this little path. It's a little awkward to place them sometimes. Kind of going in this general direction, so I think we'll be okay. This isn't going to be perfect, but for now we'll work with it. Okay. Head on back and keep doing what we're doing. I've given some thought into whether or not I wanted to do another series of this game, after everything's all said and done. And I'm not sure yet. I think I'll probably take a break. Because this has been a very fun playthrough. I've enjoyed my time with it. I mean, even when I'm done with the series, which I haven't figured out when I'm going to end the series. Can you connect, please? Thank you. But whenever that happens, I'll probably take a break. Maybe I'll revisit some of the other series that I have on the channel, like Odd Sparks and all that. I've been meaning to continue that series anyway. I'm sure there's a decent amount of people that would love for me to continue that series, but obviously I've been a little bit obsessed with playing this. But yeah, I'll probably go back to that, and then I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to play in addition to that. I'm not expecting the same numbers in terms of viewership that I got from this series. People have been really enjoying this, and again, very thankful for that. Let's just grab this and put that there. Did I need to go through the trouble of setting all this up? No. But, I don't know. I'd like to practice with some of these systems a little bit more. Because, yeah, I didn't do too much as far as organization with this base, obviously. But, I don't know. Maybe if I do subsequent playthroughs, I'll do a little bit more in terms of that. But, you know, who knows. Okay. That is set up. Now, modular engines. Relatively simple. More simple than setting those up, anyway. Okay, at this point, we're still setting that up for overflow. That's completely fine. Let's feed this along this kind of direction. Crossing of the belts. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Now we just gotta power the sucker. Boom. Love to see that. Okay. 1 per minute. This get up to 2.5? Yeah, 2.5 a minute. Alright, so that'll be done in, you know, however long that's going to take. An amount of time. Let's get container. There we go. Okay, let's just put that on standby and reset it. Turn it off and on, you know, that way it'll get up to the necessary amount of time. Okay! That is going to do what it's going to do. Technically, we are producing. Way to go. I should probably shift around some of the inventory on the fused modular frames. You know, when I play a new save or do whatever, I'm definitely going to use more of these stackable things and have belts be a little bit more cohesive. So, yeah. Alright, let's see here. So, right now, your choke point is going to be the heavy modular frames. It's not that big a deal. Cooling systems are doing whatever they're doing. We could take some of these and move these down to the bottom. That way they'll kind of do their thing. There we go. So they'll kind of transfer over and all that. That should be, I think, more than enough. Potentially. I don't know. They'll do whatever they're going to do. Okay. Now, particle acceleration. How do we want to do that? Particle accelerator. Require more stuff. We do actually require some of these for this. And we require some of these, which, you know, I could grab these and do the exact same thing I just did. Put those like that. And then we can also upgrade these. There we go. That should take care of a lot of that. Now then, how do we want to do this? Should probably do this by some copper, right? Since we're going to need quite a bit of that. Some normal copper over there. We're running low on copper in our starting little area here. I mean, I'm sure I could peel off of some of what I've already utilized here. No doubts we're not fully utilizing most of our resources. Let's see. Okay. So we need to make these first. Okay. 200 of that, huh? 50 per minute. We're going to want minimum 4 constructors making this. We could probably get away with 2 and then up the production to, what would that be? 150 or something like that? That requires 200 plus 1 of those. We can do 1 per minute on that. Well, I don't need this on my to-do list anymore. Get rid of that. Nitric acid. That requires nitrogen gas and water. Okay. Well, we've got that over here. Although that's just uranium stuff, so I'm not really that concerned about that. Okay, let's work on the pressure conversion cube. Yeah? Yeah. That's going to require radio control units, which we've got plenty of, and fused modular frames 1 per minute. Okay. So, look at this. We're all backed up on... Well, actually, we're almost backed up on these, as far as our quantities are concerned. Not too terrible. Here, I can throw those in there. There you go. Now it's backed up. Okay. So, we need copper. We need copper. Where do we want to do this? We do have some copper right here, and it's pure. We could bring that over relatively painlessly, I think. So let's do that. Okay. What was it? An assembler? Let's see. Alright, 1 per minute, not a problem. 2 per minute, not a problem. Pretty easy ratios, too, as far as upping it. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay, now you... I need more modular frames for that. And where would I want this to be? We could just throw it down right here. Say, screw it. Kind of an awkward shaped building. Okay. Copper powder was via a constructor? Yep. 300 per minute. Or 750 for 125. You need 100 per minute. So we're going to need 600 copper ingots per minute, which that pure node up there is not going to get us that many. So we're going to have to pull from another source for that, which we've got some copper nodes up here we could potentially use for that. Okay, let's get looking here. Okay. Busy, busy, busy. Lots to do. Lots to see. Okay, that one's up there, actually. Is it right there? Yep, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do all that, so let's just do this. Where's this node at, anyway? Ah, it's over on that. Is that it right there? Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. Yep, that's it. And there's a hog over there. That's okay. Yeah, using like conveyor poles and stuff like that is definitely something that I should have done more of. That. Alright. You know, it's funny, a lot of people, when they're playing this game, they're saying, oh yeah, when you complete like Phase 4, Phase 5, whatever it is, that's like the tutorial of the game. Oh hey, look, we've got Miners Mark III. This is probably going to be the first time I will actually use one of these. Nice. So that has 480. Wait, can we get all 600 that we need from this? And then some. Holy crap. Okay, never mind. We don't have to pull from multiple sources. We will have to get some power over here, though. I think I've got power from these various places. Too terrible. Get crate real quick just to have that. I know there are Mark 6 belts. 1,200. My word, that is a lot more than I thought it was going to be. Point where our belts can't even keep up. Love to see it. It's a nice problem to have, I think. Alright. Let's get this all situated. You know, I've heard some talk about what the best method is for transporting materials and stuff like that, and this is mostly in relation to whether or not you should smelt things at location, or if you should transport raw resources versus the already produced stuff. It's an interesting comment. It's like some things have a better conversion ratio and stuff like that, so some things are better to transport. I think silica was the example that was given. Like it's better to transport silica as opposed to raw crystals just because of like belt capacity or something like that. It's an interesting comment. Okay, anyway, so we've got a lot of copper coming through, potentially. Doesn't really matter, because our belts can't keep up with it anyway, so we're going to be assuming that we're going to be going off of 780 resources per minute. So yeah, anyway. Let's get some smelters down. Let's just get... I don't know how much we're going to need for this, to be honest. I know we need a lot of copper. To the point that... yeah. Okay, so that's 780 right now. How much could we actually smelt with a single smelter? Basic-ass questions that I do not have the answer to right now. Okay. So, we can do 75. So, we're going to need 10 of these. minimum. Could actually do more, technically. Those are saving the settings. How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Okay. So that's enough for 750 output. I guess it'll have to do. Let's get some splitters. Let's just get some power over here and swap over to the thing. Okay. No, facing the wrong way. There we go. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Stop that. Do I have this one facing the wrong way? I don't think I do. There we go. Just a little awkward sometimes. Alright, that is flowed to the end of the line. Let's feed from this direction first. Doesn't matter because none of them are powered on currently, except for the one up in front. Alright, that is 750 outputting right now. As far as our constructors are concerned, what are we going to need for this? For 750, that puts out 125 per minute, which is enough. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, this we can throw down pretty much right near this guy, I think. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll just put it down right here. Funny that all of these are going to feed into here for this. Just a little silly. How much power is this going to take up? Ah. It's variable, just like they said. Okay, you need fused modular frames and radio control units. Got some of that. I might have to readjust how this setup is done. I mean, I could just go straight across with it. Radio control units. Radio control units we gotta bring from the other warehouse over. It's okay, though. It's A-okay. Not a problem. I want to get this done in this episode, so... Alright, now we need our mergers. Which... Okay, we're gonna have to move this. That's okay. That's okay. Constructor. Let's just... hang that over the edge just slightly. I think that'll work. Nope, these are all facing the wrong way. There we go. Just follow the dotted line. You know, it's funny. I'll be showing my age here, but... So I used to watch the Rugrats back in the day, all the time. It was one of my favorite cartoons. You know, it was up there with Ed, Ed, and Eddie. And there's this particular episode of that where Phil and Lil and all the, you know, kids have like a superhero kind of episode. And Lil... It's one of the twins, by the way, with Phil. They've got kind of like Wonder Twins powers of a sort. And Lil's power is she's not an invisible girl. She's a dotted line girl. And that's how they draw her. It's just a play on invisibility. You know, she's not fully invisible, she's just drawn like a dotted line for an outline. Anyway. Doesn't matter. And every time I hear the words dotted line, I think of her and her little power of being dotted line girl. And anyway, doesn't matter. It's a silly little aside. Anyway, okay, there we go. That is now producing 125 per minute. There you go. Bam! Producing. That's a lot of copper for one constructor. There's going to be a lot feeding through this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and start up the production of the pressure conversion cubes in this guy. 1 per minute. This requires 0.5 per minute. I could up that, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay, let's feed over the other things. This is going to be a long conveyor belt. Here are the radio control units. Those are currently being fed into this machine, which everything is all backed up now. It's actually just what you want to see. Okay, so this is taking 9.375 per minute. There's a lot of downtime on this machine because of the rubber weighting, so I'm not too concerned about having to pull off of this. Which, what are we even producing for this right now? We are doing 2.5 a minute. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. That's okay. Eventually it'll get done. It's kind of how I'm treating this. I'm not really playing this incredibly efficiently. Obviously. This isn't going to fit, is it? Of course not. That would be way too easy. Alright, how about right there? Sure. Alright, how do we want to feed this? We could go around this somewhat. Sure, why not? Let's just go straight like that. This is going to get in the way of my little ladder. Unfortunately. Guess I'm just going to have to deal with it. Sacrifices must be made. Alright, now I think we're just gonna go like this. Fit there. And yeah, I can't fit that there. Okay. That's fine. Don't want it to be in the way of our little setup for our truck. That's why I'm kind of taking this convoluted route. Not like a convoluted route has stopped me before. But if I've already got these set up, I may as well use them. Alright, I guess we could just go straight across like this now. Guess I don't need all this anymore. Ta-da! Alright. So that is now producing at 1 per minute. Great. Okay. So we should be meeting the necessary requirements in order to get this up to production for nuclear pasta. How about that? That should take... Let's see, it's going to take us 2 minutes to make one of them, so it's going to take us 200 minutes to get 100 of them. I could up this a little bit. Just a little bit. How much are we producing for copper? 125? Yeah, 125. So that technically... Whoa! That's cool. Ooh. The Zanzibar man created this in a cave with a box of scraps. That's super cool. Uses up a lot of power. 1,000 up to 2,000 megawatts. Takes 96 seconds. Where's the output? Oh, there it is. I like this machine. This is a very cool machine. There's our first nuclear pasta. Let's go! Yeah! Neato. I'm glad we could get that up in this episode. 625 per minute. Yeah, that's a cool machine. Okay, so before I end the episode, let's go ahead and see how we're looking on our engines. We could also check on our status of FICSMAS Wonder Stars. But I think this has been a pretty successful episode. We're getting closer and closer to completing Phase 4. Now it's just time. Now it's just playing a waiting game. I mean, probably by the time we get in for, I don't know, next couple episodes, we'll be done with Phase 4. It's just a matter of time now. You're looking good. Looking great, actually. Still takes 48 seconds. Look at that. We already have 90. 90 out of our 250. Pretty good. You know what? I'm pretty happy with this episode. I think that's going to do it. A little bit of a longer one, but you know what? These last few episodes are probably going to be cresting that 50-minute mark regardless of what I was trying to plan anyway. Because, yeah, lots of stuff to do. Yeah. Anyway, I will see you all in the next episode. Thanks for all the tips and wonderful advice you guys have given me as far as playtime. I'm sorry for the stuff that I didn't really incorporate into the play through, but I do appreciate all the pieces of information you guys have given me. But yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.